Staying in South Africa, Zimbabwe will hold 9 by-elections on Saturday, with opposition candidates largely absent as President Emmerson Mnangagwa cements his control over the mineral-rich nation. A political crisis has been growing since a group of MPs with the main opposition Citizen Coalition for Change, CCC, had their seats declared vacant. A court ruled on Thursday that most of the CCC contenders could not stand in Saturday's votes. Barring a Supreme Court reversal, the ruling ZANU-PF will now pick up some easy seats as it moves closer to changing the constitution. The crisis was sparked by a letter laden with spelling mistakes penned in October by Songezo Tshabangu, a little-known politician claiming to be the CCC's interim Secretary General. Joining me on the news to speak more on this is Farai Marapira. He is ZANU-PF's Director for Information and Publicity. Thank you for giving us your time.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
All right. Please let us wrap our heads around this. Is it CCC that is saying those officers are still legal, that they don't know the person that gave the statement? What is the situation on the ground?
Well, I cannot speak on behalf of the CCC, but what I can simply say is they have a lot of confusion in their midst. As ZANU-PF have got nothing to do with all these challenges that they are facing. This is part of their internal ructions that have been occurring since the beginning of the year or even earlier. I'm not sure because I'm not a member of the CCC. As ZANU-PF, we are obliged to attend to each and every election that comes. We fought so that people could have elections, people could elect who they wanted. So every time an election is announced, we post a candidate. We have never failed to post a candidate for any election ever since 1980 when we attained our independence. So these challenges within the CCC, these are a result of their own internal issues. Songezo Tshabangu is a person we've known to be in the opposition for years. And that is the truth of matters. He's been in the structures of the MDC, the MDCT, and they've gone through so many morphs and changes up to now when they're called the CCC. But we have got nothing to do with all these issues that they are having against each other. It is the default of the opposition to blame everything on ZANU-PF and never introspect onto their own challenges and their own issues that are happening amongst them. They need to introspect because we also as ZANU-PF need a serious opposition. We need an opposition with which we help to build this country. You know, an opposition is there to provide checks and balances. So in the absence of that, it's not healthy. We would love to have a very serious opposition, but
the optics doesn't look good, does it? I mean, some will be wondering about the overall effect of this kind of controversy or this kind of election, rather, in terms of undermining maybe the hope for Zimbabwe of democracy right now.
Actually, what is happening is democracy at play. This is democracy at play. And all that is happening has got nothing to do with ZANU-PF. Songezo Tshabangu is someone they know within the opposition. They were having their strategic ambiguity, and this has led them to this.
No, but the CCC leader, Nelson Chamisa,
is saying... They're the ones who chose to have a party without structures.
I mean, he is saying that they don't really know him as a member of the CCC, and they're saying that the party has no secretary general, whereas you're saying he's known in the party, he's been known in the politics for a very long time.
I cannot speak on behalf of the CCC membership or who is not a member. I've said that over the years, we've always seen Songezo Tshabangu within the ranks of the opposition. But I do not speak on behalf of the opposition. I am not the one who endorses.
All right, let's look at something that you can speak on, and that's the criticism. Some say Mnangagwa, who came to power on the back of a 2017 coup that toppled Mugabe, is looking like he's more autocratic than his predecessor. What would be your thought on that?
Well, in the absence of evidence, that's pure madness, because the law is the law, and everything that is happening is according to the law. And we as ZANU-PF, we are not involved in any of these issues that are happening within the opposition. We are simply a player who has been invited to attend to an election, and we have fielded our candidates. We have not taken anyone to court. They have been taking themselves to court. They should not argue on a point of politics issues that are legal. I challenge any of the opposition to come and, on the basis of legality, show how they have been disenfranchised illegally by these results. We have got nothing to do with it. There's no comment, no interest. Our only interest as ZANU-PF is to make sure we present a candidate for an election when it is called by the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission. All right. We are not interested in what is happening in the opposition.
That wouldn't seem to be the impression you're given, because in a recent interview you granted, you described the opposition as irresponsible, selfish, and self-imploding. That would indicate some interest in what they do. So in the absence of an opposition, where does that leave the country, really? You did say yourself that you need a viable opposition.
Yes. As ZANU-PF, as politicians, our interest is in ensuring the betterment of our country. So when those in the opposition execute or exhibit a behavior which is untoward, we will comment on their behavior. And that is what we're doing, because we are speaking on matters that are in the interest of the Zimbabwean people, regardless of their political affiliation. We went for elections in August, but we have not had any discourse which takes the country forward economically. You know, we're a country under sanctions. Our focus is on the economy. But right now, we're not focused on that. We're focused on their internal actions. And that is selfish. And that is responsible. And I repeat that.
All right, Farai, I guess we'll have to come back to you subsequently. Thank you very much for speaking with us.